You walked in for 3 things. 45 minutes later, you're standing at the checkout with a 65-inch television, a year's supply of paper towels, and a rotisserie chicken you didn't even know you wanted. And yet somehow you feel great about it. The question isn't why you overspent. The question is how Costco built a machine that makes you want to. In fiscal year 2024, Costco did $249.6 billion in net sales. But here's the strange part. The profit margin left over from all those product sales is only around 2%. So if Costco barely makes money selling you groceries, where does the profit actually come from? In 2024, Costco collected $4.8 billion in membership fees. That fee, paid by members just for the right to walk in the door, is where almost all of Costco's real operating profit comes from. Costco holds 55.5% of the entire U.S. wholesale club market. Sam's Club does about $84 billion a year. Costco does nearly 3 times that. And the reason more than 90% of members renew every single year is the whole game. In 1983, Jim Sinegal and Jeff Brotman opened the first Costco in Seattle. No bags at checkout, no sale signs, no loyalty points. Wall Street thought it was unserious. Department stores had spent generations teaching American shoppers to expect the theater of retail. Most retailers mark up their products between 25% and 50% above cost. Costco set a hard ceiling of 15%. That's it. Walmart saw the model and launched Sam's Club in direct response. What they built looked identical on the surface. Here's something behavioral economists call the sunk cost effect. When you've already spent money on something, a gym membership, a streaming subscription, you feel compelled to use it just to get your money's worth. The moment you pay that membership fee, your psychology shifts. You're no longer a shopper deciding whether to buy. You're an owner protecting an investment. The average Costco member spends around $3,200 a year and about $150 every visit. Costco's US membership renewal rate is over 92%. Netflix sits around 70%. You are the marketing department, and you keep renewing. You walk into a Costco. The first thing you notice is that there are no windows. There are no clocks on the walls. The lighting is flat and consistent, so you lose all sense of time. Costco rotates its layout on purpose, not because the logistics require it, but because a shopper who knows exactly where everything is doesn't wander. The average Costco shopper spent 37.3 minutes in the store. Walmart, 31.8. Target, 28.7. A single sample day can lift a product's sales by over 2,000%. But the real function of the sample station isn't to sell that product. It's to keep you inside longer. About 20% of what you see at Costco on any given trip will not be there the next time you come. Not because it's sold out, because Costco pulled it. You walk in one week and there's a set of pans at a price that doesn't make sense. You come back 2 weeks later, they're gone. So the next time you see something like that on the floor, you don't stop to think. You just put it in the cart. People visit Costco recreationally. They treat a Saturday morning at the warehouse like an outing. In behavioral economics, there's a well-documented phenomenon called the anchoring bias. The The rotisserie chicken at $4.99, sold at a deliberate loss of $30 to $40 million a year, is the anchor. Costco even sells raw, uncooked chicken for more than the price of the fully cooked rotisserie. The $1.50 hot dog has cost $1.50 since 1985. A former Costco CEO once said he was told that if he ever raised the price, he'd be killed. These aren't bargains, they're calibration tools. They adjust the lens through which you see every other price in the building. By the early 2000s, what Costco had built was obvious to everyone in retail. Walmart launched Sam's Club the same year Costco opened. Today, Sam's Club does roughly $84 billion. Costco does $249 billion. Amazon tried a different approach. Technology, behavioral data, the ability to learn and adapt faster than any traditional retailer alive. Costco's employee turnover rate is around 8%. The retail industry average is 60 to 70. Costco pays entry-level employees a minimum of $19.50 an hour. The industry average is closer to 14 or 15. Walmart couldn't buy it with its balance sheet. Amazon couldn't build it with its algorithm. Here's the honest version of this story. If you're feeding a family, buying staples consistently, using the pharmacy, the optical center, the gas station, the math often works in your favor. But here's what won't change. Next time you walk in for 3 things, you'll still leave with 12. Costco wins because you win. That's not altruism. That's the architecture. Not bad for a company that started on a concrete floor in Seattle with no bags at checkout. In 1983, Jim Sinegal made one rule: never mark anything up more than 15%. That rule is still in effect today. It runs through 923 warehouses across 32 countries, governing $250 billion in annual revenue. The machine works because the deal is genuine. Whether or not you spend more than you planned on your next trip, and you probably will, you'll also be back.